EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And just like that, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Check that. We got Mike 50. 80 weapon. Target. Begin. Shoot.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they got...
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
14. First down, Steelers.
On the ready. Twitch. Watch the twitch.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Chargers 14. Steelers nothing.
Two times. Alert. 3 down.
First carry for James Conner. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
49's the money. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
They'll look to throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 14. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. They'll run for it with Conner, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the 1st. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Allen's got it complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Devin Bush in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
We coming all day.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Devin Bush, his second sack of the night. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Second and 11. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He completes it to Bryant. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Denzel Perryman showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's third down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it, or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Complete to Bryant. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll set up a throw. Bryant has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They're going to look to throw. Space to run past the 20. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
52, by 52. Get in the white room. Get in the white room. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. 5-2.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Boy, it's only a 1-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 10. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football, so I don't see anything.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. On the ground, it's Eckler. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
2nd and 6. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Mike 3.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Oh, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they're able to execute it successfully on that play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw now on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. A good chance now to put this game on. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start with a give to counter. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Steelers on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 22 yards there, a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll look to throw. And Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Michael Kendricks able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. They'll drop to throw. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fielded about a yard deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the home team here, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down.